It's the Daily Dispatch in discussion with Daron Mann.
The Daily Dispatch in discussion today with one of our colleagues, Mike Loewe, talking about a natural phenomenon that has attracted a lot of attention online. Some spectacular images of what seems to be a massive whirlpool off the east coast. Mike, good morning. What exactly is going on?
Morning. So this photograph was taken by Robert Stechman, who's a Green Scorpion and official in the DEET. They were flying over doing a law enforcement protective flight with the South African Police Service, and he spotted this whirlpool, which he said was 30 meters wide, I think about 260 meters offshore at Rama Head. I just want to point out one thing, that yes, it is a natural phenomenon, but no, it's also not natural. Nothing that happens these days can be regarded as entirely natural, and we have to be very careful about how we understand these phenomena. Maybe it was natural, maybe it was influenced by the higher levels of or more water in the ocean is sloshing around. So all these things have to be taken into account, but it certainly attracted a lot of attention.
And in terms of possible causes, have you discussed this?
Yes, so I interviewed two experts on it, and one was Kevin Cole at the Islamic Museum, and we all speculated, or they speculated about cross currents. So in other words, the one was that the Agulhas current, which roars down our coastline at different sort of kilometers off the shore, can come in and out, but it's definitely sped up, fed by the hotter waters from the equator. Could have encountered what's called a counter eddy, the longshore drift, and that goes in the direction towards Durban. The Agulhas comes down towards Cape Town and actually heads off all the way to America and then across to Europe. By the way, it sort of links in with currents there. So the issue here was that the original thinking from Kevin Cole was that the currents kind of intersected in a certain way at such speed that they create a kind of circular motion that sets up the whirlpool. People have been fascinated with whirlpools and rogue waves on the Wild Coast, and they talk about them endlessly. And this was the first photographic evidence of a whirlpool, at least. And then I spoke to Tommy Bornman, a scientist in Port Elizabeth, an oceanographer, and he looked at it carefully and said, no, he doesn't think it's the Agulhas. It's too close to the shore. So it's probably just like a super high tide. But you know, that's not just natural. We've also had some sea surges, as Kevin speaks about. So, quite frankly, those who want to believe it's natural can believe it's natural. Those of us who want to believe that things have shifted, it's shifted.
Either way, there's a danger that it poses, isn't there?
Well, of course. I mean, imagine a little ski boat getting in there and suddenly, you know, you're getting sucked in and you've got to try and get out of it. If you're possibly a kayak fisher person, you know, this is not good news for you. So, yeah, let's all start being a bit sharper about that depression that's forming so close to you and going, wooder, wooder, wooder.
This is very disturbing, though, Mike. I don't think I've heard too many warnings issued, and I'm in the media. No,
there aren't any because it's never been seen. And it's an absolutely unique sighting, and I'm very proud that we have finally, you know, our Green Scorpions have made a contribution to scientific evidence and information. It's marvelous. So now we know and we can work around it.
Should we not be putting out warnings to anyone on the water, fishing boats, ski boats, kayaks? I doubt anyone's swimming that far from shore, but it's certainly something which everyone should be aware of.
Well, someone did swim past there. Sarah Ferguson came past there a few weeks back on her giant swim down the coastline, raising awareness about plastic. But yeah, I think it's time to add that to our kind of well-established folklore that the wild coast oceans are dangerous and beautiful, and we need to watch out for rogue waves and whirlpools, great white sharks, all the wonderful things that make it so amazing.
Has this happened before? Anything on record?
No, there's just been anecdotal talk about whirlpools, and it's really maybe some more information will come forward now that we've managed to publicize the picture taken by Stechman, and we wait to see, but nothing as concrete as this. How
long before it dissipates or disappears? Any ideas?
Well, we won't know. I mean, they just flew over and hung around for a while. And if it's true that these are just a very serious riptides causing this whirlpool, I'm assuming that there's only a period of time where, in a tidal situation where the currents are all aligned, that this will happen. So I can't imagine it's more than an hour or two, but I'm not an expert.
No, neither am I. But thank you very much for sharing the info you do have with us on the Daily Dispatch in discussion today. Mike Loewe, have a good day.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
That was the Daily Dispatch in discussion with Daron Mann.